Hey, what's going on, team? It's Ricky with TechBit Solutions. Remy wanted me to give you a quick little update on what we talked about a little bit earlier today. So I really hope that you learned something new in today's video. And if you do, maybe even for Remy, if you guys can destroy that like button and of course consider subscribing. I don't always film videos with her. I'm just watching her right now. So daddy mode. But let's go ahead and talk about TQQQ. For those that are unfamiliar with my YouTube channel, I trade this correlating ETF. I was down when I first filmed today's video, and I was talking about today was most likely going to be my first red day in about 2 weeks. And it turned out to be in the green, but very little in comparison to what I was trading with. It's pretty much a break-even day. For those that are unaware, I trade with a decent amount of money. I was trading with about $100,000 today. Yesterday, I had a $16,000 gain. I was shorting the market. And then the day before that, I had a $20,000 day. Big disclosure, I don't have those days every single day, so please be aware of that. And with those positions, I was trading with over $300,000. So, take that into consideration. Our team has been killing it in the sense that as the NASDAQ market sold off, we did a very, very good job preparing for that. We've been talking about that, especially within our Learn Plan Profit group. I think what we saw today, this is 2 days in a row, although we did drop, most of the drop yesterday happened during the pre-market session. For the remainder of the day, I don't know if you guys remember, but yesterday, which was on Wednesday, we saw a lot of consolidation. Today, we did start the day off with a lot of selling pressure, and I'm going to talk about that in just a little bit. But quickly after a couple of speeches today from a couple of the Fed officials, we began to see the market recover, which, did it really recover? It's up about, it's pretty much a break-even day. But this is progress, right? This is a progress and a step in the right direction. Remember, we talked about, what causes the market to go up. It's not always, if anything, it's very rarely that things are getting better. It's not even so much about that. It's that things simply are not getting worse. And that's what we saw today. The market sentiment was, kind of plateauing. I think tomorrow will kind of determine. Fridays tend to be a little bit of slower days. So what I decided to do, and this is just my opinion on my trades, because I didn't know, right? I didn't know if the market was going to go up. I don't know if the market's going to open up tomorrow in the red. Right now, after market hours, NASDAQ futures are pretty much break even. They're up a little bit or they're down a little bit, so it's insignificant. Market has been consolidating really for about 2 days. And this is progress in the sense that, I don't want to try to predict the future. I would rather at this point with my trades, which are considered of higher risk, stay cash. That's just my opinion. I'm willing and wanting to wake up in the morning during the pre-market session and then ask myself, hey, are we seeing a consistent bullish pattern or a consistent bearish pattern? And then at that point, I can determine what I want to trade, sqqq if the market's bearish, or TQQQ if the market is bullish. Or if the market's still super choppy, kind of like today, it's almost not even worth trading. There was a point today that I was up a couple $100. There's a point today that I was down a couple $100. I ended the day at $200 of a gain. And yes, I'm still very grateful that it's still in the green, but in comparison to how much I was trading with, let's be honest, it wasn't worth it. And this is why I'm making this video, not just talking about my Uber successes. I really thought today was going to be a red day, and I was okay with that, right? My job is not to avoid risk. My job is simply to manage it. And that's what I wanted to share with you guys. I thought something else that would be pretty interesting to share with you guys is, did you guys look at the VIX index, VIX? This is considered the fear index. And during yesterday's Fed meeting, we saw the VIX index shoot up, meaning that fear was instilled in the market. But then guess what happened quickly after? It began to correct itself. And even today, Feds began to speak, went up, begins to actually factor into the market, and then the VIX begins to pull on back. And you can see that as soon as the VIX began to pull on back, that's exactly when TQQQ began to all of a sudden indicate signs of a recovery. I don't know if you trade or have the same focus that I do on tech and tech ETFs, but if you're invested in stocks like Tesla, if you're invested in stocks like Facebook, Apple, Amazon, those are all influenced by tech overall indexes, which is the NASDAQ. So make sure that you become aware of how the VIX plays a role or can be used as a reference to have a better understanding of why there's buying pressure or selling pressure. It's considered the fear index. So make sure you take that into consideration. So I'm very excited for tomorrow to see if direction becomes a little bit more clear. If we begin to see a steady uptrend above $55, I'm going to go into TQQQ. But if the market begins to break below and trade below the moving average on the 5-minute time frame, and it begins to trade below $53, and we can see there to be a consistent direction, then again, I'm not going to choose sides. I'm just going to jump into sqqq and let the direction lead the way. I like to keep my trading super simple. I try to remove as much emotions out of it and really just allow the charts to do the talking. With that being said, if you're part of my Learn Plan Profit group tomorrow, all we're going to be talking about are not just my day trades, but how I'm preparing to invest in my swing trades, especially during tomorrow's live trading session. The market has dipped, at least not the overall market, but the NASDAQ market has dipped 5 to 7% from its previous high. I see this to be a nice little dip buy opportunity. So if about 2 to 3 weeks ago you missed out on that little rally, I'm not saying that the market's going to recover right away, but I'm excited to at least prepare to be invested in quality companies that I see value in and making sure that I have an investment plan for each one of them. So again, if you're part of my Learn Plan Profit group, make sure you set your alarms for tomorrow's live trading session, as I really don't want you to miss this one. Also, for those that do want to join, friendly reminder, I do trade live every single day only with the Learn Plan Profit 2.0 team. If you want to learn more about it, click the second link down below. The third link is going to give you $100 off whenever you are ready to join my team. Again, you can watch me trade live as soon as tomorrow at market open, and I trade live every single day. So if you want to see if this is a good fit for you, click the second link, and if you want the $100 off coupon, that's going to be the third link down below. Again, this coupon is only going to be active until the end of tonight. So for all those that want to join our team and have been waiting for a sale, there it is. Again, Remy and I appreciate your guys' time. I hope that we earned your thumbs up. Please consider subscribing. And like always, let's make sure that we end the year on a green note. Take it easy, team.